Hello everyone, welcome to your science class. Today we are going to discuss chapter number 11, transportation in animals and plants. We have discussed in our last class circulatory system in human. So today we are going to discuss excretion in animals. Our body consists of millions of cells. These cells perform many metabolic functions, as a result of which many waste products are released. These waste products are toxic to cells. So removal of these waste products from the body is essential. The process of removal of waste products from the body is called excretion. Human excretory system. Human excretory system consists of two kidneys, two ureters, and urinary bladder, and a urethra. Kidney is the main organ of excretory system. It filters the blood and removes waste product to form urine. Excretory product in human is called urine. This urine gets stored in the urinary bladder through ureters. Here, urine is stored until the presence of expanded bladder lead to the urge to pass it out through the urethra. About 1 to 1.8 liter urine is discharged by an adult human within 24 hours. Urine contains 95% water, 2.5% urea, and 2.5% other waste products. Fishes excrete their cellular waste in the form of the gaseous substance called ammonia. Excretory product in fishes is ammonia, and this excretory ammonia dissolved in water. Worms and lizards excrete uric acid. Excretory product in worms and lizards is uric acid. Kidneys are major organs of excretory system. Their efficiency gradually decline with age. Its efficiency may also decline due to some other causes. This decline in the performance of kidney is called kidney failure. In case of kidney failure, waste products start to accumulate in the blood. Since the waste products such as urea and ammonia are very toxic to the body and they must be removed from the body, otherwise person will die. At this time, the blood is filtered periodically through an artificial kidney. That process is called dialysis. Sweating is another way of excretion in which body removes water and salt in the form of sweat. Sweating also keeps down our body temperature. Excretion by sweating glands in summer. Drops of sweat evaporate from the skin and provide a cooling effect to the skin. And next point, transport of substances in plants. Roots of the plant absorb water and it is transported to all parts of the plant. Similarly, leaves of the plants photosynthesize to prepare food, and this food is transported to all parts of the plant. Now question arises, how does transportation of these substances take place in plants? Unlike animals, plants do not have any circulatory system to transport various materials. Instead, they have specialized tissues. Tissues is group of cells is called tissues that help in transport of food, minerals and water. The tissues that help in transport of substances in plants are called vascular tissues. Muscular tissues are two types, xylem and phloem. Transportation of substances in plant uh, by muscular tissues, xylem and phloem. And transport of water and minerals. Transport of water and minerals in plants. On the root, many thread-like structures are present. These structures are called root hair. They help to increase the absorption of water and minerals from the soil by increasing the surface area. This absorbed water along with the minerals is transported upward with the help of xylem tissue. Water has a tendency to move from a cell having low solute concentration to high solute concentration. Due to this characteristics, water reaches to the xylem of root from the soil and then other parts of the plant. Transport of water and mineral in plant by xylem muscular tissues. And transport of food. The food synthesized by the leaves is transported in a soluble form to all parts of the plant by another vascular tissue called phloem. And transpiration. Most of the water absorbed by roots evaporates through the stomata. This loss of water in the form of water vapors from the stomata is called transpiration. Stomata are present in green parts of the plants. Leaves contain many stomata. The number of stomata present on upper and lower surface of a leaf is not equal. Generally, lower surface of leaf contains more stomata as compared to the upper surface. Transpiration helps the plant in two ways. Point first, it provides cooling effect to plants, and point second, it creates a suction pool so that water can pool upward in the tall trees. It is just like a sucking of water through a straw. Other factor that enhance transpiration will also result in an increase in absorption of water through roots. We have discussed our today video transport of substances in plant by xylem and phloem, muscular tissues and transpiration in plants and excretion in animals. Today our topic is finished and chapter number 11 is finished. We will discuss our next chapter in next video. Thank you. Have a good day.